Lesson 3.3, Double-Digit Addition. Materials. Here is what you need. Double-digit mat, base 10 blocks, a pencil, and your packet.
Hello again. Today we are going to be learning how to add two-digit numbers. We will be using base 10 blocks to help us add these large numbers. Before we start adding the large numbers together, we are going to build the numbers with base 10 blocks so that they are easier to add together. Let's look at the first problem together. Follow along on your paper. You should be on page 4. Problem E says, find the sum, 23 plus 16. Do you remember what sum means? It means find the answer to the addition problem. Let's work on this one together. The first thing we need to do is rewrite the problem up and down. That is going to make it much easier to add. It is also helpful to put the bigger number on the top and the smaller number on the bottom. Which is more, 23 or 16? If you said 23, you're right. Put 23 on the top line and 16 on the bottom line. We are now ready for step 1.
Step 1. Build the numbers.
Let's start with building the bigger number. Use your addition sheet. You will notice that the paper has a spot for ones and a spot for tens. If we are building with base 10 blocks, will the longs or units go in the 10 spot? If you said longs, you would be right because longs equal 10. Where will the units go? Hopefully you said the 1 spot. Now we are ready to build both numbers. I will give you a little bit of time to build both numbers. If you need more time after the timer runs out, just pause the video and finish building. Remember to build 23 on the top and 16 on the bottom. Alright, now you can check your work while I build the numbers. I know that in the number 23, there are 2 10s and 3 1s. So I will put 2 longs on the left side underneath the 10s and 3 units in the 1s. For number 16, I know there's 1 10 and 6 1s. So I will put 1 long on the left side underneath the 10s and 6 units in the 1s. Now we are ready for step 2.
Step 2. Count the base 10 blocks.
For step 2, we need to count the base 10 blocks. It is easiest to count the 10s and then the 1s. Put your finger on the first 10. If a long equals 10, what are we going to count by? Hopefully you said 10. Ready? 10, 20, 30. Now we need to count the ones. We will start at 30, because that's what we just counted. 10, 20, 30. Ready? 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39. So 23 plus 16 equals 39. On your paper, write the answer 39. Let's look at the next problem together. Should be on problem F. Problem F says, find the sum 22 plus 45. Let's work on this one together. The first thing we need to do is rewrite the problem up and down. That is going to make it much easier to add. It is also nice to put the bigger number on the top and the smaller number on the bottom. Which is more, 22 or 45? If you said 45, you're right. That is a tricky one. Not all big numbers will be first in an addition problem. Put 45 on the top line and 22 on the bottom line. We are now ready for step 1.
Step 1. Build the numbers.
I'm going to give you some time to build the numbers. Remember to build the larger number on top and the smaller number on the bottom, just like the problem we wrote down. If the timer runs out and you need more time, just hit pause. When you're done, hit play again to continue watching the video. Now is your time to double check your work while I build the two numbers. For the first number, I know 45 has 4 tens and 5 ones. So I will put 4 longs underneath the tens place and 5 ones in the ones place. The number 22 has 2 longs and 2 units. So I will put 2 longs underneath the tens place and 2 units in the ones place. Is that what you had? If so, awesome building. If not, that's okay. Fix your mat now so that it has the same longs and units in the spaces. We are now ready for step 2.
Step 2. Count the base 10 blocks.
It is time to count the base 10 blocks. I'm going to give you some time to try counting them yourself. Then I will come back and we will do it together so you can check your work. If you need more time, pause the video and continue counting. If you are done counting, keep watching to check your work. Remember, we count the tens first. Put your finger on the first 10. Ready? Count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Nice counting. Now we will count the ones starting at 60. Ready? 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. So the answer is 67. Let's count the base 10 blocks one more time, this time without stopping. Put your finger on the first 10. Ready? Count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67. Nice job. Put 67 on the answer line. Now it is time for you to show what you know. Go to Seesaw and complete the exit ticket called Lesson 3.3 Exit Ticket. When you are done, close your iPad and put it in your desk. While you wait, you may read a book from the library. Nice learning today.